Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm gonna move on.
Swagger on diamonds just Sakasha trying to pick my brain and judge me like a book. I don't got many likes, but I got a lot of looks. My picture on the news, they trying to label me a crook. They say I do too much, I say I'm off the hook. They ask me where I been, I say I just came from the hood. Smelling loud off this good, the whole day out in Jug. These niggas wanna go to war, man, I wish they would. Oakland like Baghdad in my neck of the woods.
Rest in peace, my nigga Lil E, man.
What's up, bro?
What's up with it?
I'm chilling. Look, riding. You know what I'm saying? Another workout.
Man. Hey, so I want to interview you, man. Get your thoughts on a few things.
Okay.
So tell us a little about like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name Rashiem Jefferson. I'm a featherweight, but I'm looking to get a belt at 122. I got bronze in the 2020 Olympic trials. I was the youngest in the tournament, and I'm a 4-time national champion. I'm 1-0 right now as a professional.
So a little backstory about me and Sheen. We in Jersey for Ron Booth's Ennis fight, right?
Yeah.
And he got this shirt. I'm like, dog, I want to buy this shirt. Like I think what I said about like 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, man, I need 50 for it. So we're going back and forth for like 20 minutes about this shirt. And I'm like, man, forget it, bro. I'ma just get it. Man, this nigga was so damn skinny, bro. I couldn't even fit the damn thing.
Yeah, the shirt was a size small. It was too small anyway, and we was going back and forth, not even knowing.
Man. So how'd you get into boxing?
My dad was a professional boxer, 15, 1-1. He was getting ready for a world title fight. He lost his last professional fight, and he started getting on the motorcycles and stuff like that, and he broke his neck. So I was around like 8 or 9 when that first happened. So I wasn't really into boxing. I never really was. I never really wanted to box, but I played football and basketball and stuff like that, and I really wanted to play football. That was my first love. Once he broke his neck and all that, he got his surgery and he was trying to come back into boxing. And they was telling him he can box, but if he get too hard, if he get hit too hard, he can die. He can re-break his neck and die. So I was so busy trying to get him out. Dad, let me box. And he was telling me, no, you can't box until you're 15, because that's when I started boxing. So I'm like, let me box. So one day, for my 10th birthday, he called me. He said, yo, what you want for your birthday? I said, I don't want nothing. I just want you to let me box and for you to train me. Give me my gear. Just let me fight. So that's when I started fighting. And sooner or later, I really, really wanted to do it. Now we doing it, and we trying to take over shortly.
Damn. So growing up in Philly, how is it going? What part of Philly are you from?
I'm from North Philadelphia. You see me right now? I'm from North Philadelphia.
So when I went to Philly, I went to Soul Feed.
South Philly?
Soul Feed, where they do like the seafood and all
Soul
that.
Fad, the seafood place.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the homies get in. So when I went to Jersey, I came to Philly too, because my aunt's down in Philly, and I ate there and we kicked it or whatever like that. So
yeah.
So your dad was a big influence on you boxing, right?
Yeah. He was the biggest influence.
So who do you study besides your pops when it comes to boxing?
Besides my dad, I studied Pernell Whitaker a lot. Besides my dad, Pernell Whitaker, my favorite fighter. I studied the young Floyd, and I studied the older Floyd too. People forget that the older Floyd didn't get worse; he just got smarter, and that's what it's all about. And of course, I study Jerron. That we train together every day. I pay attention. I study even the guys that's coming up that's under me or my age. I study everybody because you can never stop learning. So I just that's all I want to do is learn every day. Learn. The more you learn, the better you get.
Okay. So how is it being in the gym with Jerron in his pops?
It's great. His dad is actually one of my coaches. His dad was working my corner before my dad was, because my dad didn't have his coach's book. But it's great because he's so good. But when certain people get to the next level and they get so good, they stop working hard. And that's one thing I can say, that dude never stopped working. He worked hard. He like a machine when he in the gym. That's all he do is work hard. He go home, he study, he watch boxing. So that's like another big influence on me, to stay focused and keep working hard.
So what's the hardest part about being a boxer?
The hardest part about being a boxer is staying focused and keeping your discipline, because you definitely could lose focus a lot, because boxing could bring you a lot of money. Money come with the girls and the fame. So the hardest part is staying focused and staying disciplined.
For sure. So who's your top 5 boxers all time?
All time top 5: Pernell, Floyd, my dad. Pernell, Floyd, my dad, Sugar Ray, and Muhammad Ali. Not in no certain order.
For sure. So with this whole quarantine thing going on, when you think you have your next fight?
My next fight, they saying that we won't be able to come back till September, but most likely I'm gonna be getting on one of the shows where there's no crowd but TV. So sooner than later.
Okay. So so growing up in Philly, how did you manage to keep your head on straight and not get into the bull?
Boxing did it, because if I wasn't boxing, I would probably be dead or in jail right now. Boxing kept my head straight and kept my head on, and my dad also, because my dad will always give me the top of the line game. He'll always look.
So what's it like, man, with them lights on?
I'm going through right now. So
when you go into a match with them lights on, how, like, what's the biggest difference?
biggest, you said, say that again.
So when the lights is on,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? What's the biggest? What gets you going? Like with them lights on, how different is it than sparring?
It's very different, because first of all, it's a big crowd watching you, so you gotta worry about, not me, but certain fighters may be worried about pleasing the crowd. I'm not a crowd pleaser. I'm just in there to win by any means, because pleasing the crowd could get you sent home early. But the biggest difference is the crowd. They got judges that take a toll. They got another dude that's on the other side of that ring that don't care nothing about you. He's not like one of your teammates that you sparring or a sparring partner. They don't care about you. They in there to hurt you. And a lot of people won't mention this. The lights is a big factor, because them lights beaming down on you for 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10, 12. They hot. Trust and believe me, they hot.
So how was it? How was the Olympics?
The Olympics was great. It was probably one of the best tournaments, but I feel like I should have been the Olympic. Everybody else feels that way, but we on to another chapter, so that's not even in my head right now. We were about getting a world title, but the Olympics was a great experience, and I'm glad I did stay amateur to do the Olympic trials.
For sure. So me and my homeboy was talking yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And I put you in my top 5 for youngest fighters under 21.
Yeah.
Now I seen you spar.
Right.
I seen you get hammered. So I kind of when I see fighters, I automatically know, like, oh, this nigga is serious.
Right.
So Philly, y'all niggas breed fighters. So what's it like being a boxer from Philly?
Being a boxer from Philly, you gotta fight. And Philly, being a boxer from Philly, we hold a lot. We are held for big expectations. So, like, you gotta be a monster. You gotta fight. You gotta have heart. You can't go in there with nothing less, or they're gonna bash you. They're gonna talk down on you. And coming out of the city, you gotta know how to fight because there's a lot of great fighters inside the city. So if you make it out the city, then make it out the state, then make it to the nationals and win, you the real deal. Real deal.
So who do you think? Who's the best fighter to ever come out of Philly, in your opinion?
The best fighter to ever come out of Philly? Woo! That's hard. That's hard. I don't know. I probably really can't pick, but it's because it's a lot of great fighters. I don't want to even really, say too much about that. A lot of dudes probably take that the a different way. You understand?
For sure. So
But yeah,
one of my favorite fighters is Cool Boy Steph. Have you
right.
worked with him before? Trained
Yeah,
with him?
I worked with him, and he actually watched me grow up in the boxing world.
Yeah, that boy's serious, man. He like one of my top 5 favorite boxers right now.
He good. He real good.
So who's your promoter right now? Are you independent or?
Nah, I'm independent, manager wise and promotional wise.
So would you ever do the PBC?
PBC, I go with any of the top promoters. It just all depends on what type of contract they sending and what type of money they sending. We're not signing for no BS contract or no BS money, cause we definitely know what we worth. That's why we could have been signed a contract, but that money ain't right.
Nah, for sure. I feel it. I feel it. So right now, how are you staying in shape and staying busy through the quarantine?
I'm in the gym every day. I'm running at least 3 times a week, and as you can see right now, I'm riding bikes. So I'm staying in shape for sure.
For sure. So what city do you think has the best boxers? Top 5 cities. What you think?
Top 5 cities, Philly, of course. Ohio is no certain city, but I think Cincinnati and Ohio, California, maybe the Bay Area, because I know a lot of great fighters from there.
Okay, shout out to the Bay.
S3. Detroit got some great fighters. Detroit and Vegas.
I'm surprised you didn't say Baltimore or New York.
Now, Baltimore definitely got some great fighters. I'm going to scratch Vegas off because Baltimore definitely got some great fighters. And I'm cool with a lot of them. And I came up with a lot of them in the amateur. So they definitely do. So I'm gonna put Baltimore instead of Vegas.
Hey, because man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Philly, y'all got the best fighters, man. I can't think of another city from past, present, nor future with more fighters. Now Baltimore, they coming up right now. I think Tank really set the table for Baltimore.
Yeah. Tank definitely holding it down for Baltimore. My guy, Lorenzo Simpson, real good friend of mine. Malik Warren, real good friend of mine. Malik Hawkins, good friend of mine. They all holding it down.
It was crazy, man. Y'all all the same age, man. Boxing is in a good spot for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of great fighters coming up, and we all young. So we know if we get them belts, we definitely earned them.
No, for sure. So what did y'all spar at that day?
What, with the Baltimore kids?
Yeah.
It's like an hour away from Philly. It's something called Kennett Square. I never heard of it until we went out there, but we know some people that own the gym out there. So everybody met there, and it was great sparring for like 2 weeks. We went out there, back to back.
Y'all was going hard. Which I was going like 24 minutes with no breaks or something like that.
Yeah, 24 minutes straight. Yeah, and in the sun. My feet was on fire. I had to take my shoes off and everything as soon as I got done.
So what's the fighters you like to watch right now?
Fighters, what? I like to watch, like I said, Jerron Ennis. I still watch my dad. I watch Pernell Whitaker. I also watch myself, but I wouldn't include myself in that list. I watch Raymond Ford. That's my brother.
Hey,
And
that boy's a beast. That boy's a beast.
yeah, Monster. And Shakur. That's also my brother. We came up too.
Yeah, man. He get busy. I interviewed him. In Jersey. Cool,
Yeah.
cool dude.
Yeah, great dude.
So right now, if you had to choose, if you had to choose 5 boxers, right?
Yeah,
You was a promoter.
right.
You have 5 boxers to choose right now. What's them 5 boxers you grabbing?
Older or young, older or younger.
It don't even matter.
Alright. I would pick Tank. I would pick Terrence Crawford, Jerron Ennis. I would pick Raymond and Malik Warren.
Okay. That's a cool 5. That's a cool 5.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite place to go when you was in the amateurs?
My favorite place. We never really went to like the same spot because the tournaments are always moved, but maybe the best place we went was Reno because they had a big hotel, casino in the hotel. They had food, so it was like, and it was a lot of people there. So that was probably the best one.
Okay. So now you won the nationals in 2018, right?
Yeah, I won 2 nationals in 2018.
Ooh, okay. Now how hard was that?
It was hard because both times I had to fight every single day. So my last youth tournament I won. Nah, that was 2019 actually. 2018 I fought. I won the Westerns in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That was hard because they got a different altitude over there. So the first night it was like I couldn't breathe. My heart was burning. My throat was dry. I almost died in 3 rounds, and I never got tired before that. So that was real hard, and I had to fight 5 days straight.
Man, boxing
Yeah.
they gotta update that then, player. They said the last time you won was in 2018.
Now I won 2018. I won 2019 twice. My last youth tournament 2019. I won my first elite tournament 2019.
So now how does the Golden Gloves work?
Golden Gloves, they got the city, they got the states, the regionals and the nationals. So it's like 4 different times you gotta actually like 4 different tournaments in one basically. It's all
So
one tournament. Huh?
for people that don't know, what's the difference between the Golden Gloves tournament and another tournament?
The difference between the Golden Gloves tournament, the biggest difference is that it's the longest tournament. So like you gotta keep your weight and everything down for the longest. Probably like I think it's like maybe three months long. So like, and I really don't know too much because I was never old enough to actually advance. So I really can't tell you too much, but I know it's the longest tournament.
Somebody wants to know how was it sparring Malik?
Malik, it was great, great work.
So man, boxing is different, man. So how hard is it when you training, like getting ready for a fight? What do you have to cut off? What do you let in? What's the process of a camp?
My camp because everybody know I'm a ladies man, so I gotta cut the ladies out. I eat a lot. I love eating, so I gotta eat less for my diet. You know, I'm a fat skinny boy, and I mean I really don't go nowhere too much. So it's really the girls and the food basically for me, cause I never lose focus. I'm always in the gym, whether I'm fighting or not. I'm always training like I'm getting ready for a fight.
So what was your hardest fight, like in the amateur so far? Like
My hardest fight in the amateurs was it's this kid from Arizona, but he trained out of Vegas. His name Dorian Khan. He the only kid that ever beat me more than once.
Have you beat him before?
No, we only fought twice. Close, both close fights though. Both very close fights. And some people say no, you won that, and some people say he won that. But I really don't like saying I got robbed too much. So if I lost, I lost.
For sure, for sure. Now so being from Philly, right?
Yeah,
You gotta grow up faster than most places, right?
right.
So what's it like going to high school and then transferring out of high school and kind of like being on your own?
It it's like now you actually got to do things on your own because your parents are doing it for you. Now you gotta pay for this on your own, pay for that on your own, get here on your own, get there on your own. And if your parents not helping you still eat, you gotta eat on your own. You feel me? It's basically like you really gotta do everything on your own, and on top of that, trying to stay out the streets. So stay away from the drugs and the guns and the violence and stuff like that. So it ain't too easy growing up in Philly, but you gotta make the best out of what you get.
For sure, for sure. So man, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, man. I really appreciate you coming on, bro. Hey, we gotta do this again though.
For sure, we definitely could do it again. I appreciate you for bringing me on.
Nah, man, it's all love, bro. Like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
man, we gotta stick together, man, and make it happen. I'm supposed to be if this COVID didn't hit, man, I was gonna be in Philly, man. I'm trying to get Brandon on right now.
Yeah,
So once I get him on, man, I have two Philly fighters on,
right.
independent.
Yeah,
So man,
Brand.
keep grinding, man. Hey, tell them where to find you at.
Team _Sheem on Instagram. That's really the only thing I'm on. I'm not really on no other app.
Are you ain't doing no YouTube or nothing like that?
No, not yet. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna definitely start it. I've been working on it. I'm just trying to get a consistent cameraman that I can
You gotta
actually
do it,
keep
bro.
around me.
Yeah, man, you too good of a boxer for people not to know where to see you and how to
Yeah,
see you. You know what I'm saying?
right. My man, I
Because
appreciate you.
nah, bro, I appreciate you, man. We got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We in this together, bro. Keep grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm keep telling people about you. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
when you see great fighters, you know you already know. You see him, you know him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, for
And
sure.
I want people to know you before you get up there. So when you get there, you already got fans with you.
Right.
All right, man. I gotta go slave, man. So I'm gonna
All
holler at you in a minute, bro.
right, my guy.
My man.